What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. And I just wanted to make this video real quick. It is late at night. It's currently um 10 p.m. and my hair is just a mess. And today I want to talk about all the trades that I've missed this week. And I want to start off with, USD CAD was the first trade that I had. That was my top one, and I pretty much predicted the direction of the market. And I want to thank God and Jesus Christ, obviously, because thanks to them, I've been able to read these markets correctly. Because before, the way that I used to trade was not like I trade right now. And that's why I say here, Jesus is King, and without Jesus, this would not be possible. Jesus is King, guys. And but yeah, use the God. I wanted to sell and weekly bearish. This is the lower low. This is the lower high. Daily bearish. This is the lower low. This is the lower high. 4 hour. Now it's bearish, but because before this was the lower low, this was the lower high. Then it shifted bullish. This is the higher high. This was the higher low. Then this became the higher high. This is the higher low, and we shifted the structure. Now this was the lower low. This was the lower high. So I have my area of interest. This one right here on the weekly time frame. As you can see, every time we're above, we have a push to the upside, push to the upside, push to the upside. When we are below, we have a push to the downside, push to the downside, push to the downside, push to the downside. That's my area of interest on the weekly time frame. My level of resistance on the daily time frame. I also have my area of interest, which is the weekly and the daily. They are both overlapping, and that's what I like to see in the markets, especially when I have my area of interest combined. That I just love to see that. As you can see, every time we're above, we head to the upside. We head to the upside. When we are below, we head to the downside. Um, we head to the upside, to the upside, to the upside. So this is a valid area of interest because it consists of more than 3 touches. But as you can see, when price approached this area, it broke above it. So I was waiting for a break of this area, and then they read this to then sell. But what price did, price broke under this area of interest, but it never retested it. It broke, but it never came back and retested it. So I don't trade this trade. So if no retest, no trade. So that's one of the bursts that I've missed this week. This week, as I said before, this is not thanks to me. It's all because of God and Jesus. I will not be able to read this correctly because I know that God is the one that gives me the knowledge and all the possibilities to learn this craft. and that's why I want to give all the glory to Him and not glorify myself of like, oh, I'm good at trading, all this and that. When in reality, that's not the case at all. I'm a nobody without Jesus. I don't have anybody, and I don't have any special gift or something. It's just all God. GPCHF, something weekly parish, daily parish, lower, 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 high. This was actually my entry point. This is actually what I wanted to enter because I saw this left head and then this right shoulder. This is a pattern that I love to see. This is a reversal pattern, and I like to see that. But what I don't like to see is that price was above this area of interest, and I was waiting for the break and then the retest of this area of interest. I was waiting for a break, which it in reality it did, but it didn't retest it to then sell, you know. So this is another pair that I missed. This is another trade that I missed, but I'm good because what the fuck was that? But I'm good because I I was right about the direction. I just didn't have an entry. And this was, ladies and gentlemen, the big boy. The If I would have taken this trade, if this trade would have actually met my strategy, I would have made probably, I would have called it a potential 1 to 6 is raised to the war. So that's crazy, guys. But price, same thing here. Weekly bearish, daily bearish. For hour was bullish, but it was going to shift bearish, so I was not concerned about it. But price never rejected this area of interest. What it did was it broke above, and I was waiting for a break below this area of interest, and then a retest to then sell. If you are wondering why I wait for a break above this area, it's because every time we are above it, price heads to the upside. Every time we are below it, price heads to the downside. So if I'm above this area of interest, instead of using it as resistance, instead of using it to go to the downside, you can use it to go to the upside. So that's why I always wait for the break and then the retest of the area of interest, which in this case it only did the break, same as CHC, same as GBPCHF and USD CAD. They did the break under this area of interest, but they never gave me the retest, so I didn't take the trade. And next is GBP CAD, which is very similar to GBPCHF. I don't know if they're cousins or something. Something here. I immediately spotted this pattern, these head and shoulders. Left head, right shoulders. Retest of the neckline to sell, but price never gave me my confirmation, so I never took that trade. And as you guys can see, it went in the direction that I wanted, which was sells. Next is Euro USD. Missed this trade, and this was the only trade that I didn't like because I was looking to buy this point, because even though the weekly is bearish, every time we hit this point we have a reaction. As you can see, Every time we are above, we have a reaction to the upside. When we are below, we have a reaction to the downside. Uh, um, every time we are above, we have a push to the upside. Every time we are above, push to the upside, push to the upside. And what do you think is going to happen? It pushed to the upside. This is what it did. And as you can see, every time we are at this level, price tends to leave a huge wick, like it did here, big wick, wick. Same thing here. Uh, and same thing here, look at this long wick, the price form every time we are at this area. So even though the weekly is bearish technically because this was the higher high, this was the higher low, we shifted the structure because it broke below this higher low. This becomes the lower low, and this becomes the lower high. So even though we are bearish technically, price is at the lowest, it's not at the lowest point, but price moves is consisted of higher highs and higher lows and lows and lower high. So if price came here, it needs a retest to then create this lower low, this lower high, to then go into the downside. So this is kind of like the move that is going to create the lower low, the lower high, to then create the lower low. I don't know if you guys can catch, but I think I've never. I mean, I've made a couple videos in English, but not as many as I thought I would. So I'm thinking about making more videos in English about trading. And yeah, guys. So I did not like this strong resistance. That's why I didn't buy into that resistance because that makes no sense at all. I believe the price can come back down and fill up this long wick. And yeah, guys, this is pretty much it. All the other markets, I was not interested to trade this week, and these are all the all the trades that I was looking to trade this week. And I have a rule, and it's that on Sundays I analyze the markets that I'm gonna be trading for the week, and as soon as I look, as soon as I pick these pairs, I don't go for more pairs, for more opportunities outside of those pairs, because then that would be me being greedy. So guys, that was it for today. I hope you guys like this video. See you guys on the next one.